Let's do it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about board games and board gamey things. I am back again today with another pumped up Kickstarter. And today's pumped up Kickstarter is on Rumian from Murdoch Games, who very kindly sponsored today's video. Now, a few things to note before we get started. Number one, as per usual with my preview videos, this is not an official how to play. It's more of a general overview to help you decide whether or not this game is a good fit for you. Second thing is this is a prototype, so anything you see is of course subject to change. You know the drill. If it ends up sounding like a game that you might be interested in, I'm going to have the link and everything that you need to know in the description below. So without further ado, I say we dive in. Welcome to Rumian, a land of forest, mountains, countryside farms, and a bustling town at the center of it all. You and your rivals are here to help develop this kingdom, earning fame and victory points as you go. But there's only one golden relic and only one winner. But what does any of that mean? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a closer look at how the game works. In Rumian, your goal is to gain the most victory points by the end of the game. You'll earn them in all sorts of ways: building cottages and gates, completing quests, winning battles, selling goods at the market, and playing powerful special cards. The game ends when any player reaches or passes 14 victory points, triggering the final round. Once that happens, everyone else gets one last turn. Each turn, you'll take up to 4 actions marked by your colored action markers. These include gathering resources from the region you're in, moving to another unoccupied region, or battling to move into an occupied one, battling the wolf or other players, building cottages and gates, crafting goods like bread, barrels, and gems, selling or trading goods at the market, and buying quest or special cards to boost your options. You could take actions in any order, but each one only once or twice, depending on what your player board allows. So as you can see, some of them here, 2 actions, and some of them, just 1. So just follow what the player board says. Each region is going to give you different resources. So in the woodlands, of course, you'll have access to wood. In the mountains, it will be stone. In the countryside, grain. And in town, you'll have access to tools and to the council. Each region also lets you craft its own unique good. So barrels, gems, or bread, except for the town, which doesn't produce goods. So in the woodlands, you could produce barrels, in the mountains, gems, or in the countryside, bread. It's all except for the town, which doesn't produce any goods. If you want to move into a region that's already occupied, or if you're facing off against the wolf, you'll need to battle. To do this, you'll roll black dice as the attacker, and your opponent will roll white dice as the defender. The highest result wins, and ties go to the defender. Pretty simple. Win a battle and you can take a good from that region or gain 1 victory point. Lose and the other player gets a resource and you stay where you are. Battles can also be re-rolled once per player by spending a tool resource, which are these very cute little hammers. Now, let's talk about that wolf. The wolf roams the land and attacks players when triggered by event cards. These cards are drawn anytime the player in the lead reaches or passes a red space on the victory point track. When the wolf enters your region, you must retreat to the town and potentially lose resources based on how many you're carrying. When battling the wolf, it works in a similar yet kind of different way. You're still going to roll your attack die, but you're going to check the value of your roll. Between 2 and 7, nothing happens. Pretty simple. Between 8 and 10, you're going to gain 1 resource, and between 11 and 12, you'll gain any 2 resources. The bottom of each event card will move the market tile and refresh which goods can be sold or traded. To use the market, you have to be in the same region. Selling gives you 1 victory point per good, up to 3 per turn. Trading lets you convert goods into 2 resources each, also up to 3 per turn. Are you crafting those goods? Well, you'll need the right region and resource combo. For barrels, you'll need wood and be in the woodlands. For bread, you'll need grain and to be in the countryside. And for gems, you'll need stone and of course to be in the mountains. Building helps you earn points and boosts your future turns. Cottages give 2 victory points and bonus resources when you gather in that region, while gates give you 1 victory point and reward you when other players pass through them into or out of town. Gates can even be placed strategically to earn you resources when players retreat after battle or flee from the wolf. Now for one of Rumian's most interactive tools, the council. 2 players can meet in the council to reduce the leader's score by 2 victory points. It's a clever catch-up mechanism, but once you've been targeted by the council, you get a council token and can't be targeted again. And here's an important rule to remember. Once a player reaches 14 or more victory points and triggers the final round, the council can no longer be used. So don't wait too long if you're trying to bring down the front runner. Okay, we want to do that. Throughout the game, you'll also buy special cards for powerful one-time effects and quest cards that give points for clever achievements like building gates, battling the wolf, or selling goods in clever combos. After everyone takes their final turn, the player with the most victory points wins. Ties are broken by completed quests, and then goods, and then resources, and if you're still tied, just share the victory. The winner then taps the relic of Rumian 3 times by tradition and claims their place in Rumian history. So gather your goods, outsmart the wolf, and don't forget to keep one eye on the council. Glory and victory await. So my friends, with all of that, your question might be, who is this game for? Rumian is perfect for players who love strategic Euro-style gameplay with a touch of interaction and adventure. Actually, you can have a lot more than a touch of interaction if you really want. If you enjoy games where you gather resources, build engine-like bonuses, complete quests, and occasionally mess with your opponents in the nicest way possible, not really. It's not that nice, but that's okay. With variable goals and tactical movement, and of course the ever-looming threat of the wolf, Rumian appeals to fans who enjoy more tension and flexibility and clever twists. It plays great at 2 to 4 players and offers plenty of player interaction without an overwhelming conflict. And I just want to mention again, the battle system is so easy. You're literally just rolling dice and whoever has the highest roll wins. It just really kind of breaks it down for you to make it simple and not overly complex. It's especially fun for those who like balancing efficiency with opportunistic play. So if that sounds like it might be the right game for you, the description is going to have the links and everything that you need to know, so make sure to check it out. But that's everything that I have for you all today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games that are currently out, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that's the Boardroom Game Cafe. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. And now I say goodbye. Goodbye.